Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup or same-day delivery. So you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
Continues of the 2025 Canada Summer Games men's box lacrosse. The action has been strong here today, and look for that to continue as these two provinces look to go head-to-head. We have Team Alberta and Team BC out here and ready to go this afternoon, trying to punch their ticket to face off against Team Ontario in the gold medal matchup. Luke Much alongside Robbie Doherty to bring you the action here this afternoon, where Robbie, both of these teams dead even after the preliminary round and then beating their opponents to get here to the semifinals. This should be a great matchup.
Yeah, it certainly should be. Two geographical neighbors, Alberta and British Columbia, going to square off. You mentioned that, the identical round-robin records after the round-robin was completed. Hard to hear myself in here, Luke. Capacity crowd on hand. But this should be a great matchup this afternoon.
It certainly should, as both of these teams very even. They did meet once in preliminary action where where British Columbia beat Alberta by a score of 7-2. Alberta looking to answer back, show that the score that time was not as high as it should have been. Let's step down for our national anthem. With our national anthem all wrapped up, it looks as though we are almost ready to go here from the Paradise Double Ice Complex in Paradise, Newfoundland and Labrador, just a few minutes outside of our host city, St. John's. What a great few weeks it has been, closing down our final 2 days of action here. Semi-final action continuing here. Alberta, BC, a great matchup ahead, a competitive matchup ahead, trying to get into this gold medal matchup.
And indeed, you mentioned both teams with identical records in the round robin, but when they did square off, it was BC with a 7-2 score. So you know Alberta is going to have a little extra chip on their shoulder getting ready for this one as they try to find their way in the gold medal matchup.
Team BC will lead to Aaron McRae for the starting netminder. Now quickly in again, you see Alberta starting netminder Charlie Graham from St. Albert. Back the other way, here comes Mitchell quickly in on goal. The speed and a nice stop there with the toe as Aaron McRae welcoming himself into this game just 20 seconds in, a fast-paced start.
Certainly is. Two offensive rushes by both teams. We talked about that chip on the shoulder showing off early for Alberta.
As here is British Columbia now. Trying to regroup. McKay gets ran into the boards. That will be a minor interference as back again comes Allen. Here comes BC now. Craig's with it. Craig's jamming on the brakes, looking for a lane. That one just missing the goal of Graham. And back again is British Columbia. Here comes Team BC. Quickly trying to work it in McKay. Trying to get one to go. Still battling around now is Allen with it. Allen takes it, shoots it, that one's blocked. Back again, and here comes Team Alberta. Quickly on the transition, trying to lead the rush for them is going to be Braden DeGroot, excuse me. As here is Alberta looking to set up. Handing it off now, Hansen. Moving one off, trying to find the open lane, and he does. Down low, this one will go. Bobbled, but then caught right back again. Now here's Alberta trying to set up to the inside. Trying to float one in towards the goal was Harrison. That one does not work out. Now back again. Team British Columbia looking to set up. It's going to be Lockwood. Hand it off. BC. Alberta doing such a good job defending aggressively here. Let's see if they can get a shot away. They do, and a nice stop down low by Charlie Graham.
What an outstanding start.
As Graham in the goal for Alberta. Here comes Alberta now. 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. It's going to be handed off. Quick pass over. Trying to get a shot off there was Mitchell. He'll work it back again to his captain, Harrison. Down low they go. Alberta with the bank shot. That one's going to be well wide. Picking it up in the cylinder for BC will be their netminder, Aaron McRae.
And a nice job by McRae to keep those out the door. The last thing BC wants to do is give up that first goal, and Alberta doing a great job of trying to put some pressure on and putting it on the board.
Now a quick pass down low for the shot in, but a nice stop. As all alone was Colton Craigs, but he couldn't find the back of the net. Now here's BC again controlling. It's going to be Allegretto. Down low he goes. Craigs with it now. We're 3 minutes in, and Craigs still in a scoreless battle trying to make something work. Down low. It's going to be a quick low shot in, but a nice save. The rebound is stopped as well by Graham. And then a back in by Alberta. BC will control. They've gotten off to a red-hot start. Let's see if they can continue that. Allegretto with it. Goes up to the top of the floor. Just outside the semicircle. Trying to set something up. Allen back in down low. That one doesn't work out. As looking for that was Gagnon. Again at the top. Looking for the pass over. Here's Craigs with it. Tries to work his way around the pick. That one will bounce just off and wide. Still no shot clock reset. They need a shot here. Driving in towards the goal. That one's not going to connect. Allen grabs it. Shot clock runs out. Alberta switches back to offense.
British Columbia doing a great job at getting the pressure on early, putting some pressure on Graham, making him make some big stops early on. As Alberta with a chance to reset now offensively.
Here's Armstrong. Looking off and wide. Nice cut to the inside there, but getting pushed away was Mitten. Back again now, trying to make something happen. A nice quick shot there by Armstrong, but a better save by McRae. Back again comes British Columbia. Gagnon will move one up, as collecting it now is Weicker. Long pass back as Josiah Allen tries to move one off, cutting to the inside. A shot, that one's going to drag low from Lockwood. And now back again comes Alberta. Speedy matchup here early on in this one as Team AB look to set up in the offensive zone with Hannigan. Bounce pass doesn't connect, and Catadal will have to come back.
So a big chance for Alberta here to make something happen on the offense. They'd love to score first in this matchup.
That shot ends up getting blocked. BC running to it, trying to force that one up the floor. Shot clock will reset, and Team British Columbia will take it from there. As we have Cox finding Craigs. Down low goes Craigs, finding Massa. Massa with it now, back again for Craigs. He'll go cross floor, trying to set up something is McKay to the inside. Here they come, that one stopped off. Silas Gagnon tries to cut in towards the goal, but again, Charlie Graham, strong stuff in the Alberta goal. Now here's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Flip pass does not work out. Not what James intended to do, and BC will grab it from there. A
great job by BC offensively, back in the zone, knowing where everyone is out there in their setup at all time. A quick pass and a great shot on net, which could have resulted in a goal, but you mentioned it, Graham, coming up big for Alberta, and a great performance from him early on.
Here's Craigs. Craigs with it now, around the outside, looking to pass one back. It doesn't end up working out. Now Alberta on the counterattack. Armstrong cutting in, Mitten on the pick. Armstrong to the inside, scores! What a play from Armstrong and Mitten, and it's 1-0 for Team Alberta.
We talked about the importance for Alberta of scoring first in this one as they took the loss in the round robin against BC to get momentum going, and what a move by Armstrong, taking things into his own hand. Great patience, waited to find an opening, made no mistake, pinpoint, over the shoulder, and a big goal early on from Alberta.
And how about the pick by Landry Mitten? He takes the defender out of the play, and that is what allows Armstrong to walk in so effortlessly. So a great job by Landry Mitten, who will not get a point on the goal. But all in all, one of the main reasons why that goal happened. Now BC trying to answer back. And it's going to be Allegretto. Down for Massa. Worked back up again. Taking the big shot. No, it was a fake there from Lockwood. That ball bouncing around. Now here comes Alberta. Back the other way. It's going to be Harrison waiting for help. Driving it off to the outside, dropping the pass. Here's Mitchell walking in. That one stopped up by BC's netminder McRae. Back again now. Here comes Alberta. On the shot clock reset. Mitchell sidesteps one. Bank pass. He was looking for Thompson. That one couldn't connect. As now picking up the ball, we have McNamara. He'll drop one back as he hits Colton Craigs with a pass. Craigs with it now. Looking for the open man. Now walking in with it is Allen. Allen off to the side. Craigs, 5 seconds left, needing a shot. They got one, but it's going to be intercepted on the way in, as Mitchell will take it from there.
Great coverage by Alberta, not letting them find a lane to drive, forcing them into the long shot and able to pick it off.
Hansen sends one over. Here's Mitten. That one didn't work out for him. Mitten back for Hansen. Hansen shooting the bank shot, the rebound, but hitting the goalie in the mask. So grabbing this one will be Team BC, and heading up the floors. Caden Johnston with it now. Before he moves one off, now it's going to be Weicker with it. Weicker down low as he finds Allegretto. Allegretto still with it. Back up for Weicker. Around he goes. Trying to take over from here is Allen. Back for Weicker. There's the shot in. And able to hold on to it was Graham. Now again, here comes Armstrong. Good line change by BC. Able to hold off the attack for now is DeGroot with it. DeGroot still now finding the open lane. There's a shot over the top. Quickly thrown in there. And now back again comes Team BC.
Alberta doing such a great job in transition. Just when that shot clock expires or the turnover happens, they're so quick to get back the other way. There's 3 or 4 times now they've had a break with a scoring opportunity.
Now behind the goal. Now looking out in front there. Couldn't get that one to go. It's a great play. Gagnon just could not finish it right out in front of the crease. Back it comes. Lockwood handing it off. He'll find McKay. McKay with it. Nice sidestep around one. The shot in. Graham up to the challenge again. Has been so strong in the Team Alberta cage. BC out shooting Alberta 8-6 at this point. Make that 9-6 as Alberta with it here. Thompson grabs that one. Looks to pass it down low. Looking for the walk-in. Handing it off. Cutting back in again. Here's a feed towards the inside that doesn't work out. Thompson grabs it, spins and shoots. That one stopped up nicely as the shot clock was expiring.
What athleticism from Thompson on that play by Alberta. Great heads up and great awareness to know there was a man on him immediately when he picked him up. A big spin move and able to get a shot off. Great save by McRae, but certainly a great opportunity from Alberta to go up 2.
Yeah, Ronan Thompson, great footwork in tight, able to quickly spin away and be able to get that shot. As 9:21 left to go, we'll have our first timeout. As this has been back and forth, Alberta getting the first goal after losing 7-2 to BC in preliminary action. So goes to show Alberta didn't think that they played their best against BC in preliminary action, and trying to eventually get one back here as both of these teams having to play in the quarterfinals, where for Team British Columbia, they beat Manitoba 6-2. Alberta in a nail-biter, beating out Saskatchewan 7-5.
You got to be pretty happy right now if you're on the Alberta bench. You mentioned that, taking the loss to BC in the round robin. We talked to the pre-show about perhaps having something a little extra to prove, or that chip on their shoulder, and they've come out and showed it offensively with some big goal opportunities, but also getting that important first one to lead 1-0. BC doing a good job of responding and staying composed as well. Should be a great finish to this period.
BC trying to work it down low now. With it will be McKay. McKay still pressured. Look at the defense here from Alberta. McKay working it over the top, and a great effort by him, single-handedly able to get that one. And a shot off, but just missing the mark as we have a battle for it up and along the Alberta bench. BC will grab it and dump it in before the shot clock expires. Graham will take it from there as he finds Catadol.
Here's a good chance for Alberta. Once again, we talked about the importance of getting quality chances. Great ball movement. That one intercepted.
And now a partial break here for BC as McNamara in towards the goal. Stopped by Graham as McNamara had some clear headway to work with, but a strong back check would not allow him.
Yeah, and great speed by McNamara, showing athleticism. Really finding a break and putting on the Jets, if you will. Big opportunity for British Columbia.
Here's Mitchell, a shot. That one blocked, but it stung McNamara. Now Mitchell works across floor, and that one will be stopped nicely by McRae. Back in for Team BC now. It's Massa throwing one up as he looks for Allegretto. Allegretto will walk in. Trying to force his way through, waiting for the pick. He's got it, but a good slide over. Able to cancel out that opportunity. The two-man system now is Allegretto with it, down low. 7 seconds left to go on the shot clock. They need something quick here as it's worked back up to the top of the floor. Shot coming in, able to reset the shot clock in time, but quickly in on that ball is Kean Siemens.
BC really doing a good job since that timeout, having that chat to regroup, really just staying patient, but they've controlled the speed ever since. We'll see how they can handle it defensively with Alberta in it in the offensive zone.
As back up again for Team BC, we will come. So starting off with it is Cameron Smith. Smith with it. Will elect to take it up the floor himself before hitting a teammate fresh off the bench. That was Spencer White. White will go down low. Cross ice feed. Look at the cut here, and a nice stop there with the stick as Allen tried to sneak one by Graham. Did not work out this time. Here is Allegretto going cross floor. With it now, McKay dropping it back. Fight for the ball. Springing themselves is Alberta. Quickly racing after this one with lots of time and towards the goal. Stopped is Jackson in all alone. As wow, what a transition there between Alberta and BC, cutting back and forth, and Alberta ending up with the breakaway and a big stop by McRae. Here is BC now, setting up again. Calling for a penalty, our BC fans. They won't get one on that, as here's BC again with it. Smith, back up he goes, handing it off again to Craigs. Craigs with a shot in, that one stopped by Graham. The rebound picked up by Thompson.
Intensity level certainly picked up here in the last few minutes.
Handing it off, a shot in, that one stopped. Just running quickly off the bench and towards the goal was Harrison on a great opportunity. Couldn't get that one past McRae.
Some rough stuff on both ends. Could be a exciting finish to this one. The intensity dial being turned up to high. The trip to the final on the line.
You're right, such a competitive matchup here early on in this one. Almost 15 minutes through our first period. Here's a long pass, James, just out of his reach. As the St. Albert native was streaking in all alone, but that pass just too far away for him. As it's moved up, with it now is Johnston. Johnston with it, look at the lane he's created for himself, doesn't like what he sees. Back it comes for Allegretto. Up top again now, here's Smith, the shot, and the rebound loose, and getting bumped into the crease there was Gagnon, so the whistle will go, and Alberta will control.
Great pressure from BC. You can tell they know they're trailing by a goal and looking to turn this around. A big chance to tie it up in the Alberta zone, not able to.
And here's DeGroot driving in, and a nice stop there by McRae. As the rebound pops up with it, handing it off was Davies, up for Thompson. Thompson goes back over for DeGroot. Davies with it again. 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Hansen have to move to the inside here now. Nice behind the back pass finding Thompson, another one. That one just getting too fancy with it. And here comes Team BC back in the other way as McNamara handing it off and slowing things down now will be Lockwood. Lockwood with it. Nice pick, moving in all alone, and a nice stop by Graham.
Well, Charlie Graham has been outstanding here for Alberta. So many big chances in close for BC, but great anticipation of knowing where that ball is going by Graham.
16 saves so far for him. He's on pace for a save a minute right now. As that one getting away from Alberta, and BC will take over once again. It's going to be Gagnon, Jordan Gagnon, one of the two. On Team British Columbia, as we have Johnston with it. Walking in, approaching 3 minutes left to play here in period number 1. It's going to be thrown back as Allen. Allen still a long shot in. Graham once again. If he can see it from range, he's going to stop it. That's his 17th save of this game. There's Alberta taking their time with it. Catadal will hand one off. In towards the zone comes Davies. He'll try to hand one off, and he does. Moving it over, Hansen. Hansen with it now. Over the top, a shot, and a nice stop by McRae. Weicker will grab the ball from that rebound as we have, once again, McNamara. Down low, this one will go. BC trying to take over is Craigs. Still trying to tie this one up as Team BC. Let's see if Craigs can do it on this offensive stint. Back it comes. Allen looking for the cut to the inside. That one just couldn't connect. BC able to control. 5 seconds left. Lockwood tries to get a shot, and he does. Rebound falls to Alberta, who will come back the other way as Harrison with it now.
Once again, BC not able to capitalize offensively. They just can't seem to put it past Daniels. And also not getting the quality chances they've been looking for in the last couple minutes.
As with it now, it's going to be Mitchell. Mitchell takes a bounce shot in. That's going to bounce high up off the glass and into the crease, and getting clobbered from behind there was Mitchell, who opts right back up. And Alberta will maintain control. Mitchell hands it off. Harrison a shot in. That one will be knocked off and wide. The rebound will fall once again to Mitchell. Nice pass down low, and on the one-timer, trying for it was Mitten. Couldn't get that one to work out.
Great vision by Mitchell. Sort of looks like he's faking the shot. Saw Mitten on the doorstep. And a great connection, a near chance for Alberta.
Ooh, and a sneaky shot there by Armstrong. McRae had to be strong to get that one, and we're into the final minute of play here in our first period. Walking in with it is Mitten. Right off the bench and hitting Hansen. Now off for Thompson. There's a shot coming in. Harrison out in front. And we'll see what happens here. I think it's Harrison that's going to the box. He was upset. Massa gave him a kick to the back and stepped on him. So then Harrison grabs Massa by the helmet, and Harrison is the only one that's going to go. So Team Alberta's captain, not a penalty that you want to take right now.
No, certainly not. And we talked about the intensity turning up and the rough stuff certainly increasing in this semifinal matchup. But if you're Alberta right now, you've got a 1-0 lead. You really want to try to stay disciplined and not give BC a chance on the power play. But here they are.
Here's Lockwood handing it off. 30 seconds left to go. A low shot in. That one's going to bounce off and wide. Clear all the way back down into the BC zone. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. They have to fire one up fast, and they do. Lockwood with it. Trying to walk in, missing the mark on that one. And that will do it on the shot clock. So 10 seconds left to go. Alberta just going to try to hold this one until this period wraps up. So with it now and only a few seconds left, they will hold on to it, and that will do it for our first period of play. 1-0 to score in favor of Team Alberta as Josh Armstrong able to get the scoring started in this one. We'll take a break. When we come back, coverage continues from semifinal action at the Canada Games.
We've heard it said, nobody comes here for the weather. And yet, every spring, here they are.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
Drinking more of summer with Tim's new iced lattes, now whipped for a silky smooth taste. Pairs perfectly with having nowhere to be. Or remembering you have a bunch of places to be. Try a smooth iced latte today in flavors like new brown sugar.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up!
Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
Dylan's always been passionate about being around the water, and each time he's been to the Canada Games, he just keeps improving.
Having a father as my coach is special to me because we have common interests that we love. I am very proud to represent Nova Scotia for a second time. I'm looking forward to trying to make improvements to my strokes to get personal best times.
Having a child with a disability doesn't mean that you can't be on a stage like this. There is a place.
Here, Dad, this is for you, for all your loving support.
Thanks, son.
Lac St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up. Take part. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
Period. There's a good look at the Team Alberta goalie, Charlie Graham, and we talk about family connections at the Canada Games so many times. There's his dad. Robbie, this is what Canada Games is all about, carefully watching on his son here.
Certainly right about that, Luke, and what an opportunity and what an outstanding performance thus far from Charlie Graham. A little bit extra pressure on Graham, and he is certainly arose to the challenge, but his dad, Trevor, just beside him, there to cheer him on. Special moments for this father and son, as we see so often throughout the games.
It certainly is, as we get set for this one. Team British Columbia controlling here early on. Lockwood handing it off. He'll get it back again now. Trying to cycle one through. And it's going to be Craigs with it. Handing it off down low, not able to get a good handle on that one. And back again we will come for Team Alberta. As they are switching quickly now, it's going to be Davis with it. Davis will grab that one. He'll wait and find an appropriate pass, and he does just that. Nice feed over. Here's the cut in. Nice move by Hansen. Couldn't get anything closer than that. And now back it goes up for Thompson. Back again now Mitten. 5 seconds left. They need a shot. Still it's Mitten. Mitten still waiting. A low curler in. That one will just miss off and wide. Back comes BC. Once again, Robbie, a real speedy start here by both these teams.
As expected, two very fast teams here in this one, and you can tell the importance, both of them aware of how important it is to score that next goal. As BC looking to tie it up, they don't want to go down two, and a big opportunity for Alberta if they could ever get that 2-goal lead in terms of momentum.
As here's James after a nice rush, all alone as the captain, not able to work out on the pass as Harrison just couldn't get a good reach on that one. Now back again. It will be McKay. McKay with it. Handing it off. BC trying to get one to work, cutting to the inside. A shot, they score! Just like that. What an opportunity arising out of seemingly nothing, and Spencer White getting them on the board.
We talked about the importance of that first goal here in the second period. And BC knows it. They did a great job to get back in a hurry. White taking his time. And a quality shot opportunity, the first to beat Daniels here in this matchup. Almost a period and a half into it. But that's a big goal for British Columbia right now.
It certainly is. As BC able to tie it up. And here's BC again. Just completely changes the game, Robbie, when you go from potentially a 1-0, 2-0 scenario to now tying it up at one apiece.
Huge, both for both teams. Alberta not coming out perhaps as fast as they would have liked to in the second period. That could be a little wake-up call, and they're able to be just tied.
That's a long pass in there, doesn't work out. Back it comes for Team Alberta. Nice pass over as Siemens with it. Siemens looking, finding the cross-floor pass. Taking over from there will be DeGroot. DeGroot back for Davies. Davies down low, a low shot in, that one comfortably into the stick of McRae, and he's able to hang on.
And a great positioning by McRae, seeing that one coming in perfect position, cut the angle down. And a big stop for BC.
As we have Allen. Allen looking cross floor. Here's a low shot, and that one's going to bounce up and wide, and back again comes Alberta. As Team Berta with it now in a 1-1 tie with British Columbia, trying to punch their ticket to face off against Team Ontario in the finals. If BC wins, it will be a rematch of 2022. Alberta trying to stop that right now, though, as they switch their priority to defense. BC coming into the offensive half of the floor. Setting up McKay, assistant captain for Team British Columbia. Moves one across the floor. Here's Craigs with it. Nice fake out, tries a low bounce shot, but that goes right up into the netting and out of play, and Alberta will take over from there. Almost 5 minutes gone here already in our second period.
Great patience by Craigs. Nowhere to go. Took his time, faked high, created an opening, made a move, got a quality shot.
Harrison passes one off, and they score just like that and answer back. Team Alberta that fast at working the counter, and Mitchell on the board.
What a shot from Mitchell. Here you see Harrison finding Mitchell available. We talked about the importance of just getting quality shots off. Eventually they're gonna make it to the mesh. And there's an example by Mitchell. Hard, straight, picked his shot on net. And this one finding a hole, so a huge goal for Alberta right now.
As here's Team BC on the answer back. Alberta taking the lead 2-1. A fast answer back. Mitchell lets one fly. The underhand shot too. Bit of a riser in there on McRae. As here is McKay now, trying to the inside. That one stopped nicely by Graham, who's let up 1 goal on 22 shots thus far.
But outstanding.
Really impressive stat line. Here's Davis. Throwing one down low. Cross floor feed, excuse me. As we have Thompson with it now. This one's going to be spun around on as a nice defensive play by Johnson, throwing one up. As McNamara with it now, pressured quickly. He's going to have to pull out of there. It's a lot of blue and white around him. McNamara again. Great job under pressure, able to move that one across. Taking over will be Craigs. Here's Smith. Smith at the top of the semicircle. Down low, it's going to be picked off. And here's a breakaway. 1-on-1. It's Hannigan in towards the goal. Faking off the post. There's A.J. Hannigan that close to making it 3-1.
And a great heads-up play from Hannigan. Anticipated where it was going. He made no mistake, able to pick it off and create a rush. Great speed as well.
And hitting the iron. That close to creating a 2-goal bubble. Delayed penalty against Team BC and a fresh shot clock to work with. We're going to wait till Graham gets to the bench. Now a 6-on-5. Let's see what Davies can do. Goes across the floor. Mitchell, back it comes. Davies with it. Still, that pass not working out. Jumping up for it is Mitchell. Pressured, only 7 seconds left. He's going to bank it back in on a nice shot. Just dragging off wide to the stick side. BC going to head to the box, and Alberta back on the power play.
Not what you want right now if you're BC, taking a penalty down 1 almost midway through this semifinal. Certainly a lot of intensity in this matchup, but you still really need to make sure your emotions are in check in this important matchup with a very tough Alberta team. And Alberta, perhaps not the first couple minutes they wanted to start with, but an excellent rebound, turning up the speed, staying patient, making plays, and they've been able to regain their lead.
Here's Mitchell with another shot in. Good trap down of that ball by McRae. Now quickly back out again, still a minute 44 on the power play for Alberta. Trying to shield it away is Massa. Throwing one all the way back. Here's Lockwood. Team Alberta wanting to play 4-on-4 right now. As down all the way in the BC zone is Mitchell. This one's going to go off and wide, and Armstrong will grab it from there. Quickly moving up the floor, it's going to be Mitten.
Nice transition from Alberta. Took it down in a hurry, 24 seconds on the clock.
As at the top, now Mitchell. Back for Catadal. Long shot in, that one just missing the mark. It's gonna hit the roof, and BC will take over from there.
Some big moments here for British Columbia. Able to fight that penalty off so far on a good penalty kill. Still a ways to go.
as we have McNamara with it. He'll throw one up to the top of the point, Lockwood. Remember, BC still shorthanded here. 36 seconds left on the power play for Team Alberta. Doing a good job of pinning them in as Team BC. Able to finally get it out now. Here comes Alberta. Still on the man advantage. Jamie Jackson with it, handing one off. It will be Mitten. Mitten walking in. 15 seconds left to go on both the shot clock and on the power play. As Catadal, Harrison, Catadal drops that one. 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Catadal grabs it back, needs a shot now. Not going to have it in time. They're back to 5-on-5. As a strong penalty kill there for BC, Robbie.
Certainly was, and a much needed penalty kill from British Columbia, trailing by 1. I want to see a big response from them here as they still down a goal. Lots of time to play, obviously, but certainly the last 7 to 8 minutes perhaps going in the favor of Alberta as they look to turn that around.
That one's going to end up off of Graham and out of play. Team BC will still have possession and a fresh 30 seconds to work with. Allen to the inside. Trying to float one down low. Now here comes Team Alberta. Back the other way. It's DeGroot in on a breakaway. Cutting in. Banks shot doesn't work out. As McRae, a big time stop from the Team BC netminder.
And under pressure as well. Again, protecting. They don't want that. They don't want Alberta to go up by 2. A big stop from McRae.
McKay throws one all the way over for Allegretto. He'll go back down low again, trying to cut to the inside. Not able to get that one to work out was White. The rebound's going to be shot off and wide. Picked back up again by McKay. Down low it will go. White to Allegretto. Back for McKay. McKay. Oh, he had a lane. Now he takes it to the inside. A shot in off the post. Rebound opportunity stopped by Graham as well. Strong performance here now. Down we go again. Mitchell with it. Back the other way. The low shot in just doesn't work out. And now BC back the other way. Back and forth action here from the Canada Summer Games. Here's Lockwood. Lockwood stepping over the top. Where the defense wants him to go, stop everything from cutting down low. As now again, it's going to be BC walking in a shot, they score! Just like that, Lockwood gets them back up and tied at 2.
Well, you're down a goal after tying it up, and who do you look to? You look to your leader, the captain, Lockwood, able to pick his spot. Not much room for in an opening. But a tremendous shot from Lockwood just over the left shoulder of Daniels to tie it up. And what a massive goal right now for British Columbia. What a start to this game in the first half.
Very strong start indeed, as a great job. Lockwood finds that one. And again, a low riser beating one of these goaltenders. So 2-2 the score. Shots 25-19. Let's take another look at that. As it goes up, Lockwood uses the screen, and that was placed perfectly. What a shot from the captain on Team BC.
It was a laser from BC, and speaking of BC, what a time. This timeout happening right after that goal to tie it up. You want to stay patient. You want to make a plan, take time to regroup. Okay, we were down, but we got out of it. Here we are. We're all square. It's a new game, and if you're Alberta, you got to be ready for British Columbia to be coming out firing on all cylinders to try to build some momentum after that goal. And Alberta has shown throughout the game that they are certainly capable, a very skilled and fast team. So it's going to be a great finish to this second period, but the team that responds first will be looking good.
So White and Lockwood, the 2 scorers for Team BC, Armstrong and Mitchell. For Alberta, we are tied at 2 with 9 minutes left to go. And back the other way comes BC. As remember this, for a shot at gold at the Canada Summer Games. As we have British Columbia starting from the top, working it down low now, trying to get a pick there, working it off again for McKay. McKay finding the open target. There's a shot in that never got towards the goal. Nobody knew where it was. Alberta scrambling for it. They will get there as Harrison has it. Now it's Hannigan. Hannigan with it, looking hard and wide for Mitchell. Mitchell will set up. He will find Harrison, the captain. Back for Hannigan again, down low. Hannigan working a shot, and he scores! Second of the game, just like that. And Alberta back up 3-2.
Well, and you knew it was a big chance for Alberta. They had to respond. We talked about the importance coming off the bench for both of these teams. And a timely goal from Alberta. Great passing work as well to set up the open man. And there it is. Rightfully so. Fired up on the bench as this team in blue as they take back the 1-goal lead.
Hannigan hit the post on the breakaway earlier. Now able to get that one to fall. Has to feel good for number 18 in blue and white. But BC trying to answer back, and here they come. It's going to be Allegretto handing it off. There's a big windup from Allen. That one just missing. It's going to hit the roof. Thompson will grab it, and Alberta trying to move fast on the transition game. Here's Thompson with it, handing it off fresh off the bench. To grab that one will be Weicker. There's a shot in. That one's going to miss off and wide. The rebound clearing down, and now a breakaway back the other way for Team BC. Trying to catch them in, and a nice stop by Graham as Johnston couldn't get that one into the back of the cage.
Well, you talk about a seesaw battle, back and forth we go. Both teams, big chances here since the timeout.
There's a big wind-up that doesn't work out, and now back it comes for British Columbia once more. Smith will lead the rush. He'll look to hand one off before he heads off for a line change as McKay with it. McKay down low. Massa now. Trying to find an opening. Cutting to the inside. A shot there will be stopped by Graham as Craigs let that one fly.
Big chance for BC once again. Good response. Giving up that, or getting down one as they've seen now for the third time in this matchup. Gonna stay composed.
Harrison lets his shot go. That's stopped before getting across the line. And now, once again, here's McKay. Quickly off the bench as he was looking for Allegretto. That couldn't connect. Back for Team BC. As they are back to defense. James and Alberta entering into the offensive side of the floor. There's a windup from James that doesn't work out. BC trying to grab it. Head back the other way. It's going to be Lockwood with it as he sets up.
And a great ball movement from British Columbia in the offensive zone. There you see them spreading out. Nice passes.
Craigs with it, lets a low one go, stopped by Graham. Craigs trying to grab his own rebound as he gets a bump into the boards. Lockwood with it here now. Is picking it up as Mitchell inside of his own end. With 5 minutes left to go in our second period, 3-2 the score in favor of Team Alberta. Mitchell looking to advance on that lead as he hands it off to Catadal. He finds Siemens. Siemens with it, works it off. Trying to walk in with one. Here's Catadal with it. Couldn't pull the trigger. Back again, Catadal fakes the shot, cutting to the inside. Ran out of time. BC back the other way, trying to catch them off the bench as Alberta quickly back, and a nice job. Able to shut down that threat. BC trying to set up now in the offensive zone. White spinning away from one. Trying to cut to the inside, and he scores! What a play there from Spencer White.
That's the second time tonight we've seen White do that. An excellent play, nowhere to go. Some great footwork, giving himself a low shot and making it count. Excellent response from BC. Little table tennis action going on back and forth. And what a semifinal this has been, as both trying to book a ticket to that gold medal matchup here in the Canada Summer Games on the big stage.
That is making something out of nothing right there. Spencer White, his second goal of the game. Quickly back in again, and they score! Armstrong, his second of the game. 4-3 Berta.
Unbelievable. If you're not entertained, you're the problem. Let's take a look at this goal as British Columbia on the side door. Finding Armstrong out of nowhere. Even just to pick that pass up is impressive. To finish the job, though, to take back the lead is another thing. An outstanding effort on the offense from Team Alberta.
What a back and forth battle. A great cut there from Armstrong, timing it perfectly, walking right down the far side of the floor. And he picks his spot, and there's no doubt about that. Here's Siemens throwing it back for Mitchell. It will narrowly stay in. As Mitchell with it now, under 3 minutes left to play. Mitchell looking. That one takes a weird bounce. Siemens now, Mitten will grab it. Mitten cutting to the inside, trying to get a shot away. That one's gonna be stopped, but oh, back in behind the play. The captain, Lockwood, flooring Mitten. Ooh. And it looks like no penalty on the play. As a 2:21 left to go, Lockwood will take control. Team Alberta coaching staff going palms up. Hard to disagree there. Well, that was right in the numbers. As here's Team BC trying to answer back now. Quickly walking in. Look at the footwork here from Allegretto. Still Allegretto with it. Finding Craig's a shot in. That one stopped by Graham. As the rebound falling to Jackson. Long feed up ahead. Not able to keep that one under control. Now here's Hannigan on the way back. Hannigan quickly met up to by Weicker. And Weicker will take the ball from there. 4-3 the score, 1:39 left to go, and Cox has it now. For Team BC. Callum Cox off the bench, down low. BC trying to set up here, 15 seconds left to go. Cutting to the inside. It's going to be Allen with it now. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. This one passed off. McKayen towards the goal. That one stopped by Graham. Turnaround shot. Graham got that one too. What a performance here from the Alberta netminder.
And Alberta really doing a great job of maintaining their composure in these moments. BC gonna have to be careful. They got away with one, if you will, there. They've got to watch it, but Alberta not letting their emotions get the best of them and taking an unnecessary penalty. Instead, focusing, dialing in, playing great defense, shutting down BC on those opportunities, and a great response from Alberta.
This one, off it goes, quickly cutting back in again, trying to make something happen there. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell with it, 35 seconds left to go, off for Minton. Back out there, good to see. After he received a hard hit from Lockwood a few minutes ago. Back it comes now, Minton with it, cutting to the inside, behind the back, and that one off the floor and into the net. There's some great action here. 15 seconds now left to go in this one. As BC seeing if they can get one more. 10 seconds now, empty net here for Team BC. But running out of time now, having to hustle back to the goal. There's the shot, just missing. Rushing back to knock that one out of the way was McRae. I don't mind the play from Team BC trying to pull the goalie, but that one almost backfired on them. 4-3 the score. After 2 periods of play, we are due for a doozy of a third. Coming to you after this at the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
A full life means something different to everyone. However you define a full life, we're here, paving the way for better access to care and empowering you every step of the way.
It takes a village to raise an athlete. For more than 120 years, Marine Atlantic has connected our sports communities with the people, places, and games they love.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up!
Whoa.
Keep
up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
Dylan's always been passionate about being around the water, and each time he's been to the Canada Games, he just keeps improving.
Having a father as my coach is special to me because we have common interests that we love. I am very proud to represent Nova Scotia for a second time. I'm looking forward to trying to make improvements to my strokes to get personal best times.
Having a child with a disability doesn't mean that you can't be on a stage like this. There is a place.
Here, Dad, this is for you, for all your loving support.
Thanks, son.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
It starts with a spark and becomes a guiding light. Teamwork, friendship, getting social. When the games are gone, the games go on. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
One of the things to me about the Canada Games is it's truly integrated. We have athletes with an intellectual disability, with a physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces Jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Welcome back. Semifinal action between Team British Columbia and Team Alberta. We are almost set for our third period. These two teams battling it out, trying to punch their ticket to the gold medal matchup with Team Ontario. As we mentioned earlier, BC trying to win this one. It would be a rematch of 2022. Alberta trying to get into this gold medal matchup to take home some hardware. As we get set, the score is 4-3 for Team Alberta. As we are underway, Lockwood with it. Will hand it off. Quickly now, it's going to be cutting back in again with it. Will be Team BC. Still some aggressive defense here from Alberta as we have Allen with it. Off it comes. Back, it's worked again now. Lockwood taking it from there. 5 seconds left. They need a shot here fast. Massa tries to get one to work, but that will be off and wide. And now Alberta with a chance to come back again with it. As here they come. Team Alberta with it now. They'll look to set up as it's brought back once more. We have Alberta again. Armstrong trying to take over. He'll go up top to the top of the floor. Trying to wind in with a shot. McRae with the save. The rebound is going to be worked off and wide as Davis with it now for Team Alberta. Davis still looking to go down low as Davies. From Davis to Davies. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. There's a long shot in by McCray and held on to. Happy now to be joined by Team PEI head coach Tyler Christensen. Tyler, thanks so much, and how are you enjoying the action here so far?
Oh yeah, thanks for having me, Luke. Loving it. Great lacrosse out here. Great to see it.
Now, you guys just wrapped up earlier today against Team Newfoundland and Labrador. But from what you've seen here in this game, how are you liking the intensity of these two teams so far?
Well, just watching these two teams play, it really sets the bar for lacrosse here in Canada. And yeah, we hope to one day, be at this level competing with these teams. This is some really great lacrosse and really great to watch.
This has by far been the matchup of the semifinals. The best one that we have seen is Thompson with it. A turnaround shot is going to be deflected off and wide. Mitchell for it. He gets ran into. Alberta looking to maintain control here as Alberta again with it. Going cross floor. Mitchell trying to set up. Rolling a shot in that one off and wide. Thompson will go back for it, but Tyler, BC looking really strong here in their own end right now.
They really are. Alberta's putting a nice little pressure on, but they're holding strong, and the goaltending is playing immaculate as well.
So McCray able to make that save after a diving effort in towards the cylinder. Now BC coming back the other way. BC, as we mentioned, winning the preliminary matchup between these two teams 7-2, but Alberta coming out really strong here in this one.
That's right. Luke, I remember when you played back in 22, BC ended up taking the gold medal, and Alberta was in the bronze medal game. Alberta's really giving BC a run for their money, and yeah, I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
And Ontario already into the finals. They went a combined 6-0. They were really, really strong. Now let's see who will face off against them. We have 16:45 left to determine that. Here's Armstrong cutting to the inside. And what an individual effort there from Armstrong. Great vision, just finding the lane and trying to make something out of that one.
Yeah, no, Alberta's really trying to find a way to get to the middle. That BC's collapsing strong on them, though, so they're going to have to maybe try and find some outside shots and beat this goalie from the outside.
And Tyler, you played lacrosse, D2 NCAA, now coaching it for you. How's your experience been with Team PEI at these summer games?
Oh, it's been amazing. Growing up in Alberta, we never really had the chance to go to Canada games.
Scores just like that. BC back on the board. Craigs will let it fly down low and tie us up at 4. Tyler, talk us through this one.
Yeah, no, great slip, getting away from his check, and just on-the-run shot, able to beat the goalie clean. Amazing play.
So I hate to cut you off there, but Craig's letting that one fly down low, and now back in the face-off. 4-4 the score, 15:40 left to play in this one. These two teams so tight right now.
No, yeah, this is great lacrosse, and as I was saying before, with lacrosse coming back into the Canada games just 3 years ago, it's great to see a tournament like this for young kids to be able to come out and showcase their skills and compete at such a high level.
All about creating the next step here is the Canada Games, and this has been a fantastic matchup here so far. BC another opportunity in, and Graham will make the save. He saved 29 out of 33 shots that he's faced here. He's looked really well for Team Alberta.
You know, this guy is huge in net. He looks like a wall in there. You really got to pick those corners if you want to beat him. BC has been able to pick those corners a couple times with some really nice shots, and we'll see if they can do it again on the power play here.
Exactly right. So Minton into the box. Now BC back on the power play. Your specialty, Tyler. We'll see what they can do here. As BC with it, it's going to be Lockwood. Handing one off for Craigs. Back for Lockwood. Down low, he will go. Back up for Craigs again, finding Lockwood at the top. A low shot in is going to deflect off. Craigs will grab the rebound. Craigs with it. Going down low to Alleghetto. Again, Lockwood handing it off. Need a shot fast here. They'll try to get one as Alleghetto drops that one. And Alberta letting the shot clock drain out, and they will control here. But a good-looking power play for BC early on.
Yeah, really good. Alberta's being really aggressive on their PK, really big wide box, so they're going to have to try and find those cross-seam passes and, zip one in there.
We've seen a few good cuts here so far in this one. Ontario really good at doing that. We'll see if either of these teams can pick up on where Ontario left off, as Hansen just continuing to kill out the clock here. And BC can't really do anything, as Hansen will dump that one in, and now BC back up onto the power play again and into the offensive side of the floor with 45 seconds left to go. We have Lockwood with the balls. It's quickly moved over now. Lockwood grabs it again. He'll fake the shot, go back up top, as it's going to be Lockwood again. This time it's Deacon Lockwood moving it off to the outside. That one couldn't work out, as Allegretto with it. Now he's pinned up, and a big hit there. Grabbing it again is going to be Deacon Lockwood. Passing it back down, but running out of time. That was a really strong shift for Alberta there on the penalty kill.
Yeah, like I said before, they're being really aggressive. They know when to jump, and yeah, they jumped right at the right time to get through this. They got 10 seconds left here on the kill. Looks like they're about to kill this one off.
So Mitchell with it will go down low, and you're exactly right. Just holding the ball until Minton is let out of the box again, and he is. So we're back to 5-on-5, a strong penalty kill here for Team Berta. We're tied at 4. Here's a shot, and they score! Mitchell, just like that, a seeing-eyed shot. 5-4, Team AB.
Yeah, Luke, looked like there was a nice big screen in front, and he was able to shoot it right over top of that. I don't even think the goalie saw it.
That was a sneaky shot. Look at all the bodies out in front. That makes it really hard for McRae to watch that one. That was some very strong stuff. Tyler, we won't keep you too much longer, but 5-4 right now. What do both of these teams have to do to try to get the win here in this one?
You know, Luke, it all comes down to the loose ball battle. The teams who are going to grind out those loose balls, come away with those extra possessions, they always seem to find a way to get that win.
Awesome. Thanks, Tyler. We'll let you enjoy the rest of this game, and thanks for coming on.
All right, thanks for having me, Luke.
So another big thank you goes out to Tyler Christensen as we welcome Robbie Doherty back up onto the headset. 5-4 the score for Team Alberta. Mitchell getting this one back and under wraps, as this has been a great matchup. So thanks again to Tyler Christensen, the head coach of Team PEI, the men's box lacrosse team, for coming on with us. Now, Robbie, some big shoes for you to fill. Here's Craig's with the ball. Craig's handing it off down low. Thompson picking things up, and Alberta coming back the other way with it. Look at the speed here from Thompson, 2-on-2, rushing down low. This one handed off. Armstrong taking it over from there. Armstrong working it around. Thompson up to the top. It's going to be Harrison with it. Looking around again. Here's Mitchell. Seeing eye shots have been working well. They're going to try again with one that bounces off and wide with 11 minutes left to play.
You talk about resilience, Luke. Alberta giving up that tying goal, getting into the penalty box, going shorthanded, successfully killing it, but then going back and getting themselves back up one. Great mental toughness and resilience from this team in blue.
Both teams have been so strong. This is still anyone's game as BC coming in. That's going to be turned aside. Now here comes Alberta. Back up again. Mitchell with it. Mitchell will hang on and wait for help as he'll head off for a line change. Mitchell has switched back to mainly defense here despite his 2 goals, but he's been a lockdown player as that one blocked and a heavy shot. As now, let's see, it looks like BC is going to keep the ball here, or excuse me, Alberta's going to keep the ball. Here's DeGroot, will let one go, but he gets pushed as he's making contact. There's a little bit of confusion here for these two teams, but BC will take over and head into the offensive zone. Halfway through our 3rd period, it's going to be Craig's with it. Up top it goes. Here they come, Allen. Trying to find somewhere inside to go as McKay quickly pressured. 6 seconds left, handing it off. Low shot in, nice save by Graham. Trying to race after the rebound was Craig's, and he'll end up with it. It's a great effort by Colton Craig's. BC wants to slow things down. McKay. Handing it off now with it is Craig's. Back up top we go as Lockwood with it. This is Deacon Lockwood handing it off to the other Lockwood here, William. That one stopped and held on to by Graham.
And Graham, what a save once again in a timely manner. They did not want to give up another tying goal. Able to get the foot out in time. A great stop from this Alberta goaltender and great pressure from BC as well.
Here's Mitchell, nice pass in towards the back door. Not able to get that one to fall was Davies. Here comes BC. McNamara passes it back for Allegretto. Allegretto with it now. Nice pick set there by White. Allegretto will take the lane in. That one stopped by Graham. Continually strong play here from Graham. White takes it, hands it off. Trying to set something up. As down it comes. This one stopped by Graham. Once again, working it back. Trying to get one to figure it out. It's going to be Allen. Long shot in is going to miss. Back it comes now again.
So here's BC, a great job of keeping the pressure on offensively, moving the ball around well.
Not a whole lot of time here. Allegretto, a shot in, that one rang off the post. That's a few posts for Team BC. As Allegretto able to get the shot clock reset. BC is pushing hard right now. Left all alone is White. Graham again making a stop. As here with the ball is Hansen for Alberta, finally able to get out of their own end. Thompson grabs it from there. 7.5 left to go. It's going to be worked across now as Harrison hands it off for Thompson again. That one stopped nicely. And McRae will start the breakout himself. As British Columbia. Colton Johnston, off for Will Lockwood. Lockwood walking in, cutting off to the inside. That one stopped again by Graham as Deacon Lockwood after it. Couldn't grab it. Alberta will take the ball from there and work it up the floor. As this game, Robbie, back and forth throughout the opening, around 13 minutes, 2 seconds into this third period.
What an outstanding period for both teams. BC doing a great job of coming out and setting the tone, tying this one up, and then even drawing the penalty. And Alberta, a great response as well with a successful penalty kill, but staying tough mentally, not getting frustrated, and once again, a scoring opportunity and capitalizing on it. Being able to take back that lead. They've been so good at that all afternoon, is responding to the pressure from British Columbia.
Yeah, British Columbia, what a shift from them the last few minutes. They had 4 shot clock resets. That is at least 2 minutes in the offensive zone. And Alberta able to defend it off, and a lot of that credit goes to Charlie Graham, the 15-year-old from St. Albert. How about his play today, Robbie? He's been so strong in between the pipes for Team AB.
Outstanding. And it's not just the fact that he made all those stops, it's when he's made them. This is not your average Tuesday night league game. This is the semifinals of the Canada Games to get to that gold medal matchup on the big stage, on broadcast, extra pressure. Graham's certainly rising to the occasion for Alberta.
Mitchell handed off. As we have Team Alberta looking to set up again. Mitchell off for Mitten. Mitten now getting dragged down, and it's going to be a BC ball. Back the other way is McNamara. McNamara pressured, and he'll get that one off to Allegretto, excuse me. As Allegretto with it now. Just over 6 minutes left to play, down by 1. Still very much anyone's lacrosse game to win. Cutting to the inside, nice give and go, but not able to get a hold on that one was Allen. Graham takes it from there. Picking things up will be Jamie Jackson for Team Alberta. Long pass up for Harrison, in and out of the pocket. That one just couldn't work out. What a pass though by Jenkins, and Jackson, excuse me, and it just couldn't work out.
Oh. Alberta's just been so good at that all afternoon, knowing where everyone is at the same time. Nice passes.
Here's Craigs. Craigs with it. There's the shot in, and the 5-hole just squeaks off and wide of the post. that one was really close.
Certainly was.
Oh, as coming down to the wire here, we're approaching the final 5. A reminder, the final 5 minutes in the third period is stop time. The clock does not keep rolling like it does the other 55 minutes throughout this game. As now quickly cutting in towards the goal. That one stopped up as causing havoc was Dylan Massa.
A great job of shutting down the lane by BC, forcing him to go into the crease. Great defense by Alberta.
As Mitchell goes off wide to Hansen. Hansen. That one's missing the mark. As Mitten now back for it. Ooh, taking a hard bump there. Hansen now with the ball. Looking for the shot in. Here's the rebound opportunity. Mitten, some nice footwork there, keeping the ball for Team Alberta. As off the bench comes Harrison. Down he will go to Mitten. Mitten to Harrison, a shot in. That one stopped. The rebound right there, not able to get there in time, was Liam James. Now, McNamara for British Columbia. Flips one off as it's going to go for Craigs. Craigs, 4 minutes approaching here. Left in regulation. Craigs back again. Here comes Team BC. Again now a flip shot, and there's an opportunity and a save again by Graham, who has stopped 40 of 44 that he has faced.
Outstanding effort, and both teams knowing that the next goal in this game is so crucial on both sides. So big effort from Graham to stop that.
Harrison flips one over. It's going to be Davies with it, finding Hansen. Hansen, the bank shot in, and a good heads-up play by McRae to get out of the crease, as that one might have just trickled in. Now here comes BC. It's going to be the captain, Will Lockwood, with it. Lockwood looking far and wide. Allen has the ball in his hands. Long shot in, and he scores! Allen with the rip finds the 5-hole. We are tied at 5 apiece.
And what an outstanding goal from British Columbia. Take a look at it. Great screen there by McKay, opening it up for Allen. We talked about it, throwing it on net. Good things can happen. And there it is in perfect vision. So BC, for the 5th time in this game, have tied it up with just over 3 minutes remaining in regulation.
Off the face-off, Alberta controlling. 3 minutes left to play, 3 minutes away from overtime.
My goodness.
Here is Alberta. Trying to turn around from one is Mitten. Nice drop pass. Harrison, the shot in, held on to by McRae. Lockwood, the captain, getting his man in stride. With it now is going to be White. White cutting over the top. Here's White. Nice pass. It bounces. Looking again backdoor, but that one just a little bit too late from Craigs. Here's McKay. 7 seconds in towards the goal. That one bouncing off and wide. Alberta grabbing it back. Nice protection there. Quickly in. What an effort. Armstrong trying to hit the trailer. That one couldn't work out as Davies had that one slip through his stick. 2 minutes left to play. BC with the ball. Allegretto has it down low. Lockwood couldn't grab it. It was picked off. Alberta trying to head back the other way with it. Whoa, a swing there from Lockwood. Here's DeGroot walking in, a bounce shot right up into the netting. Back the other way. Alberta needs a quick line change. BC firing up the floor. It's going to be Thomas finding White with it. Here is Spencer White. On the close side, finding Will Lockwood, handing one off. Off it comes now as McKay. Spins away from one. Looking back for White. Shot clock time draining. White trying to cut towards the goal. Stopped by Graham. Thompson back with it.
And a nice play by BC. Nowhere to pass, but able to get a shot off. Open for the rebound. It pops out of the crease. It won't. So Alberta will take over with 1:06 remaining.
Here's Mitchell. Hands it off for Mitten. James wants it. He's got it at the top. Nice pass into Harrison and a good stop by McRae. Harrison, what a cut. Now back in for BC is Ram Thomas. Thomas handing that one off. Taking over will be Craigs. Off the bench, here's Lockwood. 38 seconds left to go. Moves it across. Deacon Lockwood now with it. Deacon Lockwood, it's gonna be picked off, and here comes Alberta. Mitchell with the game on his stick to the goal, and it wouldn't go. Mitchell on the breakaway, couldn't get that one past McRae. Now pulling the goalie is Team BC. They don't want to go to overtime. 10 seconds left, a bold move. We're 6 on 5. They're going to hold the ball till 5 seconds, and then it's time to go. 5 seconds is hit. Here's Lockwood cutting in towards the goal, dropping it back. McKay is shot, stopped by Graham, and that will do it for regulation. 5-5 the score after 60 minutes of play, and we still have solved nothing.
Well, you talk about entertainment value, bang for your buck, if you will. You're certainly getting it here in these semifinals of the men's box lacrosse. And you talk about the game back and forth. It's just been a chase as Alberta getting out to that 1-0 lead, BC catching up. We've seen that 5 times. And if you look at both benches, Alberta has to take a step back and just accept where they are right now. They've played so well. They've had so many chances, really doing the little things right here in this semifinals. And if you're BC, it feels like you've been chasing this whole game. You got to learn, figure out a way to wipe the slate clean. A new game is starting. This is going to be an exciting overtime.
There's no question about that. As back and forth, Alberta goals from Armstrong. He's had 2. Mitchell has had 2. Hannigan has had 1. Then White, Lockwood, White again, Craigs, and Allen as we get set for sudden death overtime here from the Paradise Double Ice Complex. You would think that there's no way that this game could get better. Well, let's go into extra time.
You certainly talk about in sports going the distance. Both these teams going head-to-head, toe-to-toe. And regulation, we still can't decide a winner. This is going to be exciting here, and this capacity crowd is certainly into it at the Paradise Double Ice Center, just outside the city grounds, city lines of the provincial capital of St. John's. And there you see a look on Alberta. They've had 5 leads in this game. We'll look for one more.
And what a story this has been for Team Alberta. Losing to British Columbia 7-2 in preliminary action. I don't think anybody thought that this one would be going to overtime this close.
Well, how many times have we said the word resilience in the broadcast? These teams, either one willing to back down, and nor will the fans as we're on their feet here, getting ready for the big overtime.
5 on 5, we will stay. 10 minutes of overtime here from the Paradise Double Ice Complex. Ooh, as here's Armstrong with it. Taken away by McNamara. Both of these teams having to travel so far to the most eastern province in Canada, Newfoundland and Labrador, to compete for this. A shot at a gold medal at the 2025 Canada Summer Games. It's McKay, pressured heavily by DeGroot. McKay burning in down low. Still McKay dragged into the crease. Alberta's ball. Back the other way comes Team Berta. As DeGroot waiting for the line change. Alberta scored on a lot of long shots using the screens. We'll see if they continue to do that here and try to get the game winner in that fashion. As we have Thompson, who hands one off. He finds Davies. Davies spins around one, tries to throw it down low. McRae steps in the way of that one. Here's BC with it. Thomas quickly pressured heavily. This one, oh, and a nice grab there. That is a game saver. Johnston keeps that ball from going out. And because of that, BC can maintain possession. Here's Allegretto.
Great job by Alberta earlier on in this overtime. Some offensive chances, but also keeping BC outside, not letting them get close.
Allen to the inside, a shot up the crossbar. He hit the crossbars. What an opportunity for Silas Gagnon. Hits the crossbar, did not go in. That was close. Here's Alberta trying to answer back with Armstrong. Armstrong has 2 already today. Can he get another on that time? Now back the other way. Here's McNamara in towards the goal. Armstrong trying to back check the shot. He scores! McNamara for Team BC, and they're headed to the gold medal matchup.
Unbelievable is the only way to describe what we've just witnessed here in the semifinal matchup between these two extraordinary teams. We're going to get another look at it. You see McNamara going to the races early on, picks up the pass, quick fake, goes to the right side, and my goodness, he'll certainly remember this one forever as he books a ticket for the defending gold medalists for a return trip to the gold medal matchup.
Alec McNamara, a big-time player in a big-time moment. You've got to feel for Alberta losing to BC 7-2 in preliminary action. How about the performance from Charlie Graham? Oh, he stopped so many shots. 43 out of 49 was stopped by the goaltender for Team Alberta. What an effort. Back and forth, and it will be BC and Ontario, a rematch from 2022. BC tries to go back-to-back. What an action-packed day, and it will be great.
It starts with a spark and becomes a guiding light. Teamwork, friendship, getting social. When the games are gone, the games go on. Orange Store, fuel the spirit.
Legends aren't born, they're built. Icons don't become icons overnight. What you hear about is the achievement. What you see is the result. But greatness is built on wellness. So here's to heroes unsung, efforts unseen, and distant dreams humbly attained.